Hello there and welcome back to Satisfactory on our little playthrough, our little modded playthrough. Back on here, ready for another day. And if you'd like to know what those mods are that we use, the mods list is down in the description section of the video, along with a link to Satisfactory Mod Manager. So you can download and install mods for yourself. That radio's like right in the middle of a song. Let's start over. There we go. But yes, we're back on our playthrough here, getting ready to build a storage facility. I think I'm going to run the pipes underneath the road here for the oil, because that would be the best option. Plus, um, most things that come in pipes are usually underground. That's what I'm thinking. Anyway. So yes, we're going to build the storage facility. That's the plan for today. We're going to build the storage facility, and we're going to try and get pipes going to all three of these little concrete pads we got going on here. Um, that way we can get oil out of that station and down here, and then over there across the road. So we're going to be running a lot of oil pipes today. That actually lined up perfectly. So I don't know how big we're going to be making this, but we're going to be making this a decent size, at least. That's the whole point of me, or that was the whole point of us yesterday putting walls and stuff on this train station down here, because we're going to be using this little space right here as a floor for the storage facility, which is just underneath the train station. So I think we're just going to wall this off, maybe. We need more concrete. Let's go get some more concrete. We've been using thousands upon thousands of concretes. Thousands upon thousands of concrete gets used each day. Gets consumed by our city. Let's go. Urch. Some sharp corners in this. You can't carry very much speed in this city. I don't think I'm doing 80 kilometers an hour. It feels like I'm doing like... Well, I'm American, so it's miles per hour here. And doesn't feel like I'm doing like 20 miles an hour, if that. You know. I remember one time I was messing with somebody, a family member of mine. They have this car. It's a 2010 Chevy Impala, and on their dash there's a few buttons because it's 2010. You know, it's a little bit newer. I mean it's over 10 years old now, but it's like 12-year-old car. But it does have buttons on it, so you can do all kinds of neat little things. And they were looking. We were at a stop. They'd just gotten this car not a week before, right? And they were at a stop with their blinker, and they're looking back and forth because it's at a stop sign, and they're just looking to see when they can, cross the road. And while they were looking left, and there was some distraction over there, they were watching the car and something else, I guess. I'm not 100% remembering of what it was, but they were distracted anyway, and I reached over and I swapped it from miles per hour to kilometers because it has two different modes on the speedometer. And they were going along. They started going. They're going. They're going. And all of a sudden they go, "Holy crap!" And they slam on the brakes, thinking they were going like 100 miles an hour. It was hilarious. I was like, "What are you stopping for? Why are you hitting the brakes so hard?" They're like, "We're going too fast." And I'm like, "Yeah, it's kilometers an hour." Swapped it while you weren't looking. Haha. Oh, it was fun. It was a fun time. uh, I got a good laugh out of it anyway, because they freaked out like they did. It's just like, man. I don't know why I'm doing it like this. Should be like doing it like this. Okay. We'll go all the way over. Perfect. 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 Nice. Alright. Now we'll just fill up this spot right here. Actually, we could go one further, even, after an autosave, of course. Okay. Let's bring that all the way over. Mm-hmm. That's another... It is another one of these, okay. Wasn't quite sure. Oh, that's why it was turning yellow. I see. That's okay. Actually, that's not okay. That does need to be a 2 meter. And then a 1 meter, because those are painted up there. That's why they're like that. Change tapes. I just synced them the first one. Yeah, there's some music. And then a 1 meter. So we gotta level out the ceiling here. And we won't be able to see this one, so yeah, see. And this way. There we go. Look how much concrete that costs. Like almost, it's almost 700 concrete just gone in an instant. I just put my radio up there. Ah, crap. Give it back. I forgot if you're holding the radio. Transport, logistics, architecture, ladder. Give me back my radio. That was a whoopsie. Now we can put that back there, and then drag this all the way down. And once we get the ceiling leveled out, then we can work from there. There'll be some black bits in the ceiling, unfortunately. I wonder if we paint it all black. That way it levels out. Like this here. Oh, that one's a 4 meter. Probably shouldn't do that one. Oh no, it didn't matter. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna paint them all black. Black and yellow. Then at least it's not just random bits and pieces. Because there's some random bits and pieces from the train station that um, that are painted black for the design above it. So, or the design that's painted on it, and it paints the whole deal. Be nice if you can switch to like paint sides, so you can paint like individual sides. That'd be really nice. There, now the ceiling is painted. Structure, okay. Actually, I didn't need that. I need to remove these. This is going to be a wall instead. Yep, this is all going to be one big storage facility for oil. And I think I accidentally removed I did. Accidentally removed a tile. Oh, and this too. Some of these were... I don't know why I do the things I do sometimes. That's okay. Foundations, 2 meter. I should just do it this way. Hit H. There we go. Now we know how far to go. There she goes. Do the same with this one. H. Hold Z instead. And grab this and just go. It's gonna be pretty uninteresting in here, by the way. Just gonna be just tanks upon tanks upon tanks. How much are we storing inside the train station? I need to see. I did leave a ladder over here. Oh, no, I removed it. Never mind. I did not leave a ladder. However, I will leave a ladder this time. Just so I can go up and down, because we're going to be going up and down a lot. Okay. So, 2,400 times 10, that's 24,000 gallons. We'll just call it gallons. I'm American, so it's gallons. I love doing that. You're like, you're only saying it's miles per hour or it's gallons because you're American. It's like, exactly. I am American, and I do say that. Also. Is there supposed to be a 4 meter? No. However, I will put a 4 meter down. Paint to black. There we go. Okay. Yes, we're gonna go with gallons because I'm American. And if you don't like it, oh well. I think you'll be fine. I don't have any copper sheets. Let's go get some. And actually, was that rods as well? No, that's frames. No, we got plenty of frames and stuff, so we're good. I just need to go get some copper sheets. I'm gonna start driving around the city now, because man, walking around this city, it's gotten so massive that walking around here is like insane. Anymore, it just takes forever to get anywhere. Guess I could just drive over the curb. I am in an all-terrain vehicle. Okay. I think we passed Copper Sheet Town. And we definitely passed Copper Sheets. I need to start designing these buildings too, but man, I'm just not in the mood to do all that work. I really am not. 200, 400, 600, 800, and 1,000 should do. Hopefully that's enough, because we also got to do pipes and stuff too. How many rods are we carrying? Yeah, decent amount of rods, okay. And a decent amount of plates too. The other thing we got to do is we got to catch a train back to Oil Land and overclock those deals. I wonder where the oil train is. Yeah, I think the minimap broke. Yeah, the minimap definitely broke. Give me 1 second. Okay, and we are back. That was like a split second for you guys, but that was about 15 minutes for me. So I just disabled the minimap. It's completely gone. Now when I hit M, now we've got our map back that we have yet to look at. That's all that we've discovered too. There's oil site Alpha, like way the heck out there. I also missed the oil train because right as I went to try and fix the minimap, the train rolled into the station up here and then ran away. So I guess we're walking it. Actually, I could just put down a train. Yeah, we can just grab a train. But you know what? The other thing I need, I think I might do that over here on this right side. Maybe is I need a maintenance station. That'll connect to all the other tracks, so we can have a train going on all the other tracks. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Yeah, we're gonna put down the train because if we don't, it's gonna be a long walk. Not transport. It's gonna be under progressive trains. There we go. All right, let's go. Just in a single card train. Yeah, you can see the train running away there. Just barely. And we're just gonna chase after it real quick. It's pretty cool though. I need more tracks in my city, I think. I need more trains, like either running along roads or crossing roads, things like that. Because man, it's so cool to have like active trains inside your own city. Pretty darn cool. Now the cool thing is we will catch up to Oil Train Alpha because we don't use our brakes to keep with the 40-kilometer speed limit. These trains, they could do so much faster, but the speed limit on these because that's the balance. If we don't know, the progressive trains mod has a bit of a balance to it. Now, obviously, you can negate that balance as well and just have the trains as they would be normally. But the balance is the trains only can go so fast. You start out, I think it's like 25 kilometers an hour, and then you go to 40, which is what we're on right now. So there's that. But yeah. Yeah, the AI will hold the brakes and go 40 kilometers down these hills, but I'll just floor it, which I'm flooring it anyway. I got it up to max, and it only goes 40 kilometers an hour, but if I'm going downhill, I can pick up speed because it's technically in neutral. Once it goes over 40, it's basically in neutral. So yeah, I needed to get over here because I need to put some overclockers on our oil extractors. As you can see, I'm still holding the gas, and 40 kilometers is the fastest she'll go. Well, the cool thing is, oh man, we did not catch up to the oil train. It's already leaving the station. As you can see, I did do the roof. Finally, I did finish the roof as well. So that's good. Yeah, back at Oil Station Alpha. Or, yeah, Oil Site Alpha. Because I'm going to have an Oil Site Bravo, I think, at some point. these are all full. Sadly, the graphic in update 7, or the graphic for the train stations in update 7 is still broken. It doesn't, the graphic for the oil level. I mean, you still got uh, full station. It's just the graphic for it is broken. I don't know what I'm trying to go through here. I like just forgot. There we go. It takes a little bit. Okay, these aren't broken. I thought I heard broken, but it must be just the rain. Here, down we go. I love this. This was the best. One of my best builds in this map so far was definitely this train station and the attachment um, for the ramps. Definitely. I need to build like this more often. It takes so much time, and I want to get um, the functionality down. Yeah, even these, like these oil extractors here, we got a little house for them and everything. This took us so long to get this all completely done. But yeah, we're gonna be putting overclockers in all these. So they're gonna do that one's gonna do 300. We're gonna say 300 gallons a minute, but it's 300 like something else. 300 cubic meters. That's what it's supposed to be. In this game, because the people who make this game, that's only 150. Jeez. The people who make this game are not they're not from America, so they're Swedish, I believe. They're in Sweden. All the best games come from Sweden, like all the best simulators and stuff. Like there's a bunch of simulators that come out of Germany, but most of them are trash. I'm sorry to say, it is the truth. Um, I say most because there is some pretty good simulators out of Germany that are really good, but there's a lot of them because it's basically like the simulator market is basically flooded with German simulators that are all just garbage. uh, Garbage games. Let's see, this one is going to be doing 300. This one is going to be doing 600. So we got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 1200 plus 1200. 1350. Yeah, that's what we've got so far. 1350. And these are 300, 3, 6, 9, 1200. So we're actually pumping a little more oil than we can actually physically move. If we got 4 pipelines, sure, but that's only 1200. We're pushing 1350 right now altogether. There also is another uh, oil site here. Yeah, or 2 more actually up there. Look at our map. Yeah, they're clear over here. Yeah, now that we don't have the mini map. I don't like how the mini map blocks the map, but there's no way to change the binding. So you just have to live with it if you want a mini map. See, we got 2 more. What was that one? That one just pinged. Oh, wow. You know what? I know where that is. Looks like a. Oh yeah, that's right. That's where I died in the very first episode. I know where this is. Where all these are, as well. I built about the power station there once for oil. But yeah, there's 2 up here as well, so that's pretty cool. So if we ever need more oil, we can pump more oil that way as well. Also, overclocking that 1 to 600 does nothing because the pipes can only do 300 right now. So I've got Mark 1 pipes, so. Okay. So yeah, now that I got that done, that's what I wanted to do while I was over here. That train station. Honestly, that train station looks pretty cool. To me, anyway. Well, these are acting like they're broken. No, they're not broken, because the head lifts on them. Is there one that is? It's usually when you hear that noise... Oh, the autosave lag. It's just, they're full, and they're just waiting. That one's very touchy. Oh, I can reach it from here. Yeah, it definitely sounds like one of them is making that noise, but... These are also making that noise. That's okay. Once we get Mark II pumps and stuff, we'll replace them and have a much better time at this. The Mark I pumps and the Mark I pipes are just... Unless you're only doing like little bits, like a small base and stuff like that that needs oil, it's not very fun. Probably better get out of here before the train comes back. Oh, I'm very phlegmy today. Because as you may know, it was last year, or the beginning of this year is when was it the beginning of this year, or was it the end of last year? I think it was the end of last year. Like the very end of December. I had a New Year's resolution that I had to fulfill last year. By the end of 2022, I was supposed to quit smoking, which I did. I did successfully manage that cold turkey as well. I don't do nicotine strips, I don't do chews, I don't do any of that. And that's why I'm phlegmy all the time. I have to constantly stop recording for a second so I don't record me, coughing my brains out. That's just what's supposed to be your lungs like healing themselves, and whatnot. What's strange as well, I think the hardest part is definitely the dreams you get because you're even months later now, a few months later, I'm still getting still got like wants and needs from it. It's horrible, and it's just miserable sometimes. But as long as I don't go back to it at any point, I will be fine. Foundation right here, and then it's like that. Yeah, and I think I started out at like age 14 or something like that. I can't even remember. Many, many years ago. But only because I lived with grandparents. One of them, um, he was in the war, so he was a veteran and yeah, also a chain smoker. He was a chain smoker and an alcoholic, and I had to live with them for a few years. It was my fault that I had to live with them, but anyway, I was a pretty bad child as well. Oh, here comes that train. I was trying to fix this portion. The 1 meter gonna clear? Yeah, the 1 meter clears it. Yeah, hold on. I just wanted the support. Okay, no, we're good. I'm just gonna remove that piece there. Yeah, that looks good. I'll just have to leave that little bridge there. Yeah, it looks like the oil train's now clear. I thought that was already a 1 meter, but it was a 2 meter. Let's get out of the block so that that train can start moving again. I mean, it doesn't matter. We're not using the oil anyway. We're just wasting electricity is all. So I'm rather curious. Once I clear this block, is the train going to start? The train should start moving. I would think, anyway. Yep, it just starts moving because I didn't do path signals on this one. I did just block signals because the path signals kept screwing up. So it's just like, you know what, fine. I'll just put down some. I'll just put down a bunch of block signals. But I made sure that the train can fit in every single block other than the intersections. Like this intersection here, the train can't fit in there, but it doesn't need to fit in there anyway. So, and we should go much faster than the train because we don't have all that weight the train has to deal with. There we go, block's clear. And plus we can go downhill without holding the brakes. Go train, go! We can go much faster. We also clear the hill much easier too. Yeah, once we have the fuel station, once we have the fuel power station going, only then am I going to upgrade these trains again, because these trains they do take a lot of power as is. Even though it doesn't seem like it takes much power for one train, we do got many trains. Because the rule is if it's a far distance, I can't use anything but trains, which is why we have the mods. So yeah, it's just one of them things. Hopefully they add snow in a future update too. I'd like a snow, like in the areas that are green. You can have snow, stuff that's going to be cool enough. I don't know if it ever. This is a planet, so not Earth. This is a different planet, so it does make sense that there's not any snow. They may not know what snow is. I do like that they added rain though. At least the rain is cool. Just some different environment. Well, that train is keeping up with us. What? Oh, it must have somehow cleared it. Don't worry though, we're gonna remove our train right past this little block section. It's my pocket train. Good old pocket train. That train can just go along as it's. I can't believe that train caught up with us because we are going much faster on that hill. But there is 2 trains on that train, so maybe it had more power. I don't know. It had more weight though as well. Like, so what the fuck? Who knows? We need to go down here. We spent 30 minutes doing nothing, so that's fun. That's like the embodiment of this channel is nothing, doing nothing all the time. Okay, so we're going to be logistics. No, not logistics. Organization. That's what it was. I wish I had the other fluid buffer, but the other fluid buffer I think is attached to manufacturing. I'm not sure. Because then I could just put down big ones. But yeah, we're going to have a massive underground storage. I might split this in half and have 2 underground storages, because we're going to have another train station up there at some point. What's the center? Let's count how many there is wide. 12. So we should have a center. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right here's the center. It's like, yeah, we don't really need all this. Walls. I think I'm gonna have another. These are just temporary storage facilities as well, so that should be fine to do. Like I said, it's I don't want to have to use all that space for just oil storage. Like, we're going to be oil storage, massive oil storage, but it's not going to be it's not going to be like that. I don't know how I'm going to do it either. I guess we'll just have to play around and see. Massive oil storage, though. I wonder if we could use the smart mod as well. Guess we'll have to see. H. Yep, we can use the smart mod there. Like I said, massive, massive storage. We're going to hold P. Just until we get it straight and level. Okay, that should be, oops, that should be center of all of them. Yep, everything's going to be organized on this side. Use that wall. Then Z is what we need. Well, that's like 100 or 360 frames. Okay. I don't have that many frames. My PC's not that good. Just kidding. I'm terrible. Terrible jokes. Whoa, what happened here? Oh, does this facility go underneath the road? I think it does. Oh, maybe not. Oh, whoops. Oh, you know what that was? You know what that was, actually? I think that was when I did... No, it was in the middle. Let's see. Oh, that was when I did the train station. Okay, well, it's fixed now. And here I am walking again. I forgot the vehicle. Oh well. Honestly, as well, I think most of the mods that I have on this should be added as actual features. It's 42. So 50, no, we got 150, 200, 250, 300, 350. That's 360. 100. Let me in the machine. Thank you. That'll work. Eh. And here comes all the power usage. Oh, no connection. What? Really? No, that has a oh, whoops. Forgot the power poles themselves don't have connectors or connections. They don't have any connections. There we go. Brain hurt. Because we're just working off that one power station there. Yeah, we're actually doing pretty good. We are dropping every now and again. One of those is just not working. Oh well. Tell you though, this is one crazy build. It is, like it. Yeah, I didn't think it ended up being this big, and that's what she said. Sheesh. But yeah, to be completely honest, yeah, it was. It's very strange. Very strange indeed to have this much. Okay. Hit H. How many was it? Was it like 20? I can't remember. Yeah, it's actually not even quite 20. Maybe that. Oh, build Z. There we go. Oh, the lag. All these storage tanks. I didn't even see how many there were. Was it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? So 18. 18 times 4. That's 72. So 72 storage tanks. And we take 400. 400 times 72. That's 28,000 gallons. That's actually not too much more than we have up there. So that's 2,400 times 10, so that's 24,000 gallons. Or cubic meters, whatever. Um, yeah. So that's not too much more. I actually want 5 lines of this, by the way. Oops. There we go. Oh, can't afford. We're one short. Wait, what happened here? Like, oh, it's like slightly off. Oops. Well, we need more frames anyway. But because we did like 17 and we were one short. And so I'm gonna remove this wall as well. Or we'll replace it, move it over. No! I accidentally selected a tank. Move this wall back one. Jeez, the autosave. put the wall in once we're done. How about that? I don't know if we're gonna need all that space. I need a couple more stacks of frames though. They're very expensive. And then later on we can reduce that. Reduce those tanks. Over here, I think. Eh. And one more. No. Really got a bit too many, but eh. But let's head back over here. Yeah, it's quite the interesting thing we got going on. These skeletal frames and such for our main buses to keep them off the ground. Heading back to main storage. Eventually we need to get main storage completed, or get it built. It's like I have an idea, but man, I don't know how I'm gonna go about it. It's one of them things. It's just like, ugh. So it's 18. I thought. Oh, 17. There. Because there's one already over there. That's why it wasn't working. It's close. There we go. So now that all lines up. Yeah, much better. All these tanks. So now we got 72. Clear that. 72 plus 18, which is 90. And 90 times 400. 36,000 gallons, or 36,000 cubic meters. I know they're not interchangeable either. Okay. Then we just gotta hook all these up. Logistics. This is gonna take a while. Oh man, I'm gonna regret doing this, man. I'm gonna be here like 2 hours later, still hooking this shit up. And done. I decided to change it up just slightly as well. So now we've got a 10 by 10 rather than a 5 by 18. The reason I did this was because there's 10 stations up above, and to make it easy on myself, I thought each of the stations could hold like 10 of these. So that's like 4,000 gallons each. So actually, if we take this 400 times 100, that's 40,000 gallons worth of oil just in this space. Is a 10 by 10 foundation structure. I also left a space. Obviously, you can see everything's been moved over here. I left a space in front and back, and on each side we'll have a foundation space as well. So we have room for piping and we have room for walkway. If we ever go to do that. But yeah, I did that only because there's 10 stations. I thought, you know what? We'll do it this way. It'll be much easier. I'm going to wall this off here. we'll wall it off here as well. I do want to do this as well, so that it all looks the same. Yep, underground facility. 40,000 gallons of storage. That's a lot. These tanks are actually quite small, 400. A tank like this in real life, I used to work for DOT, so we had we had big old tanks of brine for the winter. They'd be stored in a tank all spring, summer, and fall, and then all winter we'd use up our brine, which our brine was I think it was 1,000 or was it 2,000? It might have been 5,000. I don't remember. It was several thousand gallon tank, and it wasn't it was wider than this, but it was about as tall. Um, it was pretty damn tall, but it is about as tall as these, and just a bit wider. Not much though. And I can't remember, but I can't remember. I think it was like 500 gallons. I don't remember how many hundreds of gallons were on the trucks themselves. Like a truck with a brine tank on it was, it was in the hundreds. So, but I can't remember how much. I do know that we needed the tanker endorsement on our CDLs because the tanker endorsement doesn't necessarily mean hazardous liquids. It just means liquid in general. Like even if you're gonna haul milk in those big 50 or those 48 feet, 50 foot, 50. I think there's actually 53 foot tanks for milk. You also have to have a tanker endorsement, even for milk to haul milk. You got to have a tanker endorsement because at least in this state where I live, but the tanker endorsement just means that you can haul liquids um, over I can't remember, it's like over 200 or something like that, 200 gallons, or maybe it's over 100 gallons. I'm not sure. I know that once you get into the hundreds, that's when you need the tanker endorsement, and we had to have that because of the brine tanks on our trucks. If you don't know what brine is it's a salt water basically. It's almost like the ocean. Basically, it's a very high concentrated salt liquid that we spray on the roads. All it is salt water, just mined salt um, from one of the salt mines. They bring us kind of crushed up salt. It's really small pieces, but they bring it in trucks, and then we take that salt and we put it in a big old machine, and we add like hundreds and hundreds of thousands of gallons of water to it, and concentrate it to where the salt content in the water is diluted down about 90, or it's diluted into about 98%. Or 90, it's like anywhere between 95 and 98% salt content, and it's very, very salty. You do not want to drink brine. I put a little bit of brine at a high concentration into a water bottle, and I took a sip and went, nope. I think I about died. Oh my gosh, man. Yeah, it's very harmless other than the salt content eating away at metal. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah, we need to do. Anyway, I don't know what I was trying to do. Got distracted talking about brine. So yeah, you can come for Satisfactory. Uh, you get a life lesson in brine. I think what I'm going to do as well is I'm going to turn these stations around. Um, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to turn the fluid freight platforms around. They need to go the other way. What would be awesome? I was thinking about this. What would be an awesome addition to Satisfactory is a rotation mode. And what I mean by that is a mode that you can enter, with the combination of keys or whatever, like shift something or control something, right? So you enter this rotation mode, and when you're in this rotation mode, it's like being in this mode, or maybe not that mode, but it's like being in the F mode. You hit F, um, and then when you're pointing at something, it highlights, obviously, just like the F mode. and then you hit R and it rotates it. Now, if it's something like this, that's this way. If it can't be rotated 90 degrees, it gets rotated 180 degrees. That's what I was thinking. Like in a rotation mode, the reason I'm saying like being in a rotation mode um, is because that way you can't accidentally rotate things. You actually have to enter the rotation mode in order to rotate something. But you can rotate it, you know, on the I think it's the x-axis. I'm not sure, but you can rotate it. And since these are in a station and they can't be rotated 90, they'd be rotated 180. But anything else that's square, if it can be rotated 90, it will rotate 90 degrees. Like that'd be really cool. Like I can aim at this ramp and rotate it 90 degrees. Rotate it another 90. It'd be rotate on a grid, but yeah, I think that'd be really, really cool. Because then I wouldn't have to pick these up and rotate them. But I'll do that off camera as well, picking them up and rotating them. So I have to do it off camera. But we've got this in place, so we can start hooking this up. That's why I want to rotate them, because I want to bring the pipes down. Actually, I don't think it'll matter. Bring the pipes along the ceiling. I mean, we could do that too. Bringing the pipes along the ceiling. These ones should all be 4 meter. That's what we need to do. Do we need to do that next? Is remove all these pieces, and remove these pieces. It's like maybe, yeah. Yeah, there we go. And actually, should we just do? We could bring the. I'm sorry, I'm just thinking. I'm like, You know, though, this is fine. Okay. It's fine. We'll leave that little lip there. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to do floor hole. These are going to be like this. It's like, you know what? Let's not rotate them. Let's make it interesting. Instead of taking the easy path, let's take the less desirable path. Then wall support goes on the ceiling, doesn't it? Yeah. Let's see, how's the pipe going to connect to that? Horizontal to vertical. I hate it. Let's try it the other way. Oh, why does it want to do that? Stop that. I hate it. I guess we'll put it here instead. That's like a specially made pipe. It wants to... If I could bring it down, I'd do that instead. Maybe we just have to do it that way. Yeah, we just have to do it that way. There's no way around it. Oh, could. Maybe do that. And then do that. And then do that. Is that necessary? Yes. Yes, it is. Okay. So we'll do 6. Nope, I can't use the smart mod here. I have to place these individually. And we'll have all 10 pipes running down this way. We don't need pumps to do this either, so this is good. It'll just be gravity fed. I'll just connect all these. They're specially made pipes. Like, I need an S-bend over here in a 90 with a 2-foot extension on one end. It works. Yeah, okay. I'm actually into this now. I'm into this a bit. What happens if I put a 1 meter ramp on this? Foundations, 1 meter. You need to be an upside down 1 meter. No, I hate it. We'll just go with that little lip there. It's fine. And we can't color it black as well. We gotta remember that. We can't color it black. Because of up above. It's fine. It's fine. It's interesting. It looks interesting. We could as well. We'd have to remove all that ceiling though. Nah. Just see, will every other one do it? That's gonna be a pain in the butt as well. No. Every 2 probably. Yeah, because I don't want to do every single one. That'd be a long, arduous process. 6. So if we do that one, 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Yep, that works. Okay, just trying to get us set up. If I knew how to use a smart mod, I might be able to use a smart mod here, but fortunately I do not. Looks okay. Running the pipe along this way. I was thinking about it too, because I was just like, if I turn those around and I bring it down through the floor, it'd end up somewhere like in the middle, because they're only what, 3.5 foundations wide, or 4 foundations, because the train station's 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 4 wide. Yeah, it'd end up like around here or here, and it'd be even more of a pain because it'd be above these. So, just like, you know what? We'll bring it down in like this. I think that'll be fine as well. So yeah, that'll work. Oh man, what an absolute pain that was. Just, ugh. That was an absolute pain. I did get all the pipes in place though. All the pipes, all the connectors, and I got everything painted. That did take me quite a long time to do, because it's just like, oh yeah, place a bit, and then jump, and then place a bit, and then jump. It was not fun. But I did manage to get it in place. That's why I cut it all out, because it's just like, meh, forget it. Forget it. Nobody's going to watch that. Not that one. That's too bad. That looks like crap. Okay, well, we're going to have more of these, unfortunately. But at least we're at the end, where we can... So yeah, we'll we'll have to do a little short section, unfortunately. That's okay. I'm not going back through and deleting and then replacing. Screw that noise. That's way too much work. Yeah, that's right in line. So that'll go straight down, so that's good. I think I still have the orange one. Yes, I do. Just doing every single connector. The side did it as well. So I did every single connector. I painted it, and I'd swap it. Just like this, select color. And then get the pipes placed. What we'll do is we'll do this. What? How's that work? I call bullcrap. Yeah, that ain't gonna work then. Never mind. So you'd have to go here then, wouldn't it? So can't go there. Still awkward. Why doesn't it push it out further from the from here? And it's still slight. It's got like a, I don't know if it's got a slight angle to it or what. It's very strange. It's a very strange one, Mr. Grinch. Maybe I'll have to do this. And then take this. You take. I wonder how that work. That works. I don't like it though. I hate it, but I don't know. Do I want to do this? I didn't think I was gonna have to do this to be to be like that, but that's kind of how it has to be, I guess. Yeah, that's just how it has to be. It looks like. Okay. Well, at least we know what we're doing now. Oh, dang it! I gotta remove all these. Oh, what a pain! What a pain! Dying is such a pain. Name that reference. Holy crap. That's old too. Very old. I would say it's old. That was a pretty good show though. I liked it. Very interesting. Of course, in true fashion for that type of show, it was awkward at times. Don't know why they do it like that, but it is what it is. And for some reason, these connectors are like for these for this type of stuff is different. It acts differently than the types of connectors that are like wall supports or floor supports and stuff. It's very strange. Yeah, I'm just gonna place everything first, and then we'll paint it. And since we're very short on time, we'll place all of this, and then we'll go up top and place the rest of it. I'm just also sitting here thinking, how am I gonna get a thumbnail for today's video of this? Eh. Pain. Okay, we're also way over time now all of a sudden. Time flies fast. Yeah, there we go. Everything's all hooked up now. And it looks semi-correct, I guess. Yeah, everything looks good. And it's all connected between every single one of these as well. So we can clearly see all the way down there. Geez. It's It's taking a while because it's a lot. It's a lot to do at once, and you have to do each individual piece rather than using the smart body. That's fine though. So now we'll put a ladder right there. I thought I put down a ladder, but I must have deleted it again. So I think next time, since we're so grossly over time right now, next time we'll figure out how to get these stations connected to all 10 of these right here in the center. So we'll do that next time. So it should be fun. And then maybe we'll start piping over to these different pads of different pipes and stuff like that, and seeing what we need and what we don't need, and how we're gonna get it there and whatnot. I was thinking about going above ground again. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But that is going to be it for this episode of Satisfactory. So I do hope you enjoyed this one as well. And until next time, I guess I'd say goodbye.